Hey yo, what's good, world? SOS Wrestle Talk back at y'all once again for another pro wrestling. This news discussion, not even really news, just a little kind of brief little topic situation. You know what we have going on. It's your boy. I'm back in the building. Pro Wrestle Fly God, Stardust Yuaku, Blunt Cianito, El Toro Negro, the Human L.I.J. Cap, quite frankly, the greatest of all time. Me, coming at y'all with another New Japan review. Not even a review, not even necessarily, it's kind of a preview, but if you don't know, now you know. G1 Climax actually takes place. It kicks off this weekend coming up on this Saturday. So we had some things coming. We had some things take place. Some people go in. Some people bow out. So, I mean, we might as well talk about what we got. So the field for the G1 Climax 35, it's in stone. It's been set. There'll be no other alterations here. So we have our tournament. Like I said, it's 20 wrestlers right here. 4 which were slated to be determined via play-in, when they were having a play-in matches like about a week and a half ago. That being where the matches were Callum Newman getting the victory over Taichi. Ryohei Oiwa got the victory, so Satoshi Kojima, I had talked about that briefly in the video. So yeah, we had those people right there. So the 4 matches, we got Newman, Oiwa, Maloney, and Yoshihashi getting the victory. We had an untimely injury from former IWGP World Heavyweight Champion, huge fan favorite, Hirooki Goto. He actually created a slot in this G1 Climax in Block A. So to fill this opening, New Japan had announced that a last chance gauntlet would take place, and it took place a couple of days ago at the New Japan Soul Show. It was in Tokyo Hall. It featured the guys who had fell short in the previous play-in matches right here. So that was very interesting. So the gauntlet actually started off with Chase Owens. This is Satoshi Kojima. So we got Satoshi Kojima actually taking the L to Chase Owens right here. Taichi got in the ring with Owens. Taichi was able to outlast Owens right here. So ultimately we get SANADA coming in this match right here. But Taichi was able to outlast everyone and put his name in the G1 Climax 35. So we have some participants here. Key participants we got for this year's tournament. We have the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion Zack Sabre Jr. We have New Japan President Hiroshi Tanahashi competing in his final G1 before January, of course, because that's when he's retiring. We have AEW / New Japan / DDT star Konosuke Takeshita. We got IWGP Global Heavyweight Champion Gabe Kidd. Those are some of the marquee guys from this tournament right here. Of course, you have my favorite to win this. It might as well go block by block right here. So I just spoke about some of the guys that we had in here. So like I said, we got Tanahashi, Taichi, Yuya Uemura, Boltin Oleg, Yota Tsuji, Ryohei Oiwa, Callum Newman, I was going to call this man a scapegoat, David Finlay right here, Evil, and SANADA. They are all in Block A. And the Block B participants, we have Shota Umino, El Phantasmo. Like I said, Yoshihashi was able to advance in there. Shingo Takagi, like the aforementioned World Heavyweight Champion Zack Sabre Jr., the Great Okan, Global Heavyweight Champion Gabe Kidd, Drill Maloney, Ren Narita, and like I said before, Konosuke Takeshita. So that was his B block. I just talked about A block briefly. So those are our participants for G1. I want to maybe see what the first show that we got on G1 coming up here on night 1, because I'm sure we're going to get some interesting matches. And also, too, put down in the comment section below who you guys have slated to pick this win up on the G1 Climax. So let's talk about these Block A matches that we got that's taking place on July 19th. We have the main event of the show looks like it's going to be Hiroshi Tanahashi taking on Taichi. And Taichi actually owns a singles record, a slight edge over Tanahashi here. He has a singles edge 2-1 against Hiroshi Tanahashi. I think Taichi probably rolls, man. I don't know. I just see him winning again. I just see Taichi beating him right here. So moving on, we have, which is going to be probably the penultimate match of the show, the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion Zack Sabre Jr. taking on Ren Narita. Both of these guys are 1-1 against each other. Going world champ. I don't see the world champ losing on the first day of the tour. So I got Zack Sabre Jr. picking up his first 2 points, and Ren Narita's going to have to wait for another day to pick those 2 points up. So next match we have, I'm going actually opposite from how the card is actually presented to us. We got Block A, Yota Tsuji taking on SANADA. Singles record between these two gentlemen. The singles record is 2-0, and it goes to SANADA right here. So also it looks like they're having Block A and Block B take place on the first night. So I think that's very good. I got Yota Tsuji getting the victory right here. Quiet as it's kept, Yota Tsuji is my pick to win the tournament. So I got him getting the victory over a former, not even a former stablemate, because these guys like passing ships in the night when it comes to Los Ingobernables stay up on. So I got Yota Tsuji getting the victory over the former IWGP World Heavyweight Champion, that being SANADA right here. In the next match, we had a match I'm super interested in. A match that will make me get up at any time in the morning to watch this, especially if it's live. We got the IWGP Global Heavyweight Champion, that being Gabe Kidd, taking on a former Never Openweight champion, a former international champion, as well as a former double champ, that being Konosuke Takashita right here. This match is going to be fucking amazing. You already know it. This match is going to go hard body. You already know. I got the global heavy. You got to have a champ lose the first match. I'm going to say Takashita gets the victory right here. He kind of gets a little bit of momentum after dropping that Never Openweight belt to Boltin Oleg. So, and you know, Gabe Kidd could go with losing right now. He's been pretty much on a hot streak. He can go with a little cool down. It's okay. The next match we have Block A action. We got Ryohei Oiwa taking on David Finlay. This is a first time matchup between these two guys. I got the Bullet Club's leader, David Finlay, getting the victory. Feels like we haven't seen him that often. He's been, ever since that death match between him and Evo, I feel like it's been kind of, he's been licking his wounds. So this is a nice return for him to get a victory here on night one. So, oh, then we got friends versus friends. We have Block B action. Shota Umino taking on El Phantasmo. This is their first time one-on-one meeting right here. Got Shota Umino winning. I love El Phantasmo. I just think to have Shota Umino at some point slated for that heavyweight title scene. And this is going to just catapult him to that. So in some people's minds, he might win this G1 Climax. So that's just something for us to keep our eye on right there. And, all right, moving on, damn it. We got Boltin Oleg taking on Yuya Uemura. This is another first-time meeting right here. Of course, Yuya Uemura representing Just 5 Guys. Boltin Oleg, the current Never Openweight champion. This match could go either way. I'm going to go stick with the champ. I'm going to side with the momentum of the champion. Champion's momentum is what they say. I got Boltin Oleg picking up the dub, his first 2 points of the G1 Climax on the first night. So that's pretty cool. And the match that I'm looking very much forward to, night one, Block B action. Two of my favorite wrestlers, especially over here in New Japan. We got the Great Okan taking on Drilla Maloney. Another toss-up match, man, with Drilla Maloney's move up to the heavyweight division. This could go either way. I think they kind of want to maybe make his debut for the G1 as far as being a solidified heavyweight. I think he want to make that a little bit impactful. Not even his debut, because I think he was on it last year. I could be wrong. I could be, hey, I smoke a lot of weed, so it is what it is. And I'm not about to look it up, because it's like, hey, look, man, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't care. But this is a hard one to pick, man. If I had you put a gun in my head, no pun intended, I'm going Drill Maloney, getting a dub right here, picking up his first 2 points. Then we have Yoshihashi taking on Shingo Takagi. And weirdly enough, these guys have only wrestled one time. They have a singles record of, Shingo Takagi holds the singles edge 1-0 over Yoshihashi. And I kind of think Shingo Takagi is going to get the victory here. I see no reason for him not to go up 2 on Yoshihashi. Yoshihashi barely making it into the tournament this year. Shingo's a dominant guy. He's been challenging for the heavyweight title. I think it's only fair for him to, get his first 2 points right here. And then last but most definitely not least, we have Block A action. Callum Newman versus Evil. These guys have wrestled before. Evil has a 1-0 record against Callum Newman. I'm going to give Callum Newman the dub right here. Or it could be a situation to where Evil just keeps punking him out until Callum Newman's going to have no more and just finally beat him. But, I'm going to roll with that. I'm going to roll with that. I think Evil gets the dub right here. Picks up his first 2 points. And yeah, that's pretty much my light G1 Climax 35 preview. Definitely my night one predictions right there. So put down in the comment section below who everybody thinks is going to win this G1, who y'all want to see win the G1. And yeah, I guess just anything wrestling in general. So it's been your guy, the greatest of all time, Pro Wrestling Fly Guy, Stardust Yaku, Blunt Cianito, El Toro Negro, Human Ally, J-Cap. I'm signing up out of here, man. Y'all good people have a good night. Till next time, peace.